might think about what you think.
Yes, that is a perfect definition. So speak your truth. Yeah, exactly like you said. So saying what you really think and saying what's true for you. Great. So can someone read out the second definition or the second agreement for me? Yes.
Seek to understand.
Great. And can someone tell me what they think seek to understand means? Yeah.
You have to make an effort to understand other people's points of view. Don't just assume you're always right.
Absolutely. That's a great way of putting it, right? So being an active listener and really seeking to understand what people are saying. Fantastic. Who can read the third agreement? Yes.
Experience discomfort.
Great. And what does that mean? Yeah, sure, very good.
Just that some of the material might not be something that you're comfortable with, and it's important to experience that discomfort rather than trying to avoid it by not talking about the things you're talking about.
Perfect. Great. Thank you so much. So definitely, so not trying to avoid the discomfort, but embracing we'll be talking about some sensitive things today, and we can all be uncomfortable together. So final agreement. Who can read that out? Yeah, in the back.
Stay engaged.
Stay engaged. And what does it mean to stay engaged today? Yeah.
To stay focused and maintain a certain level of energy throughout the entire day.
Perfect. I like the word energy. It's going to be a long day, but we need to stay energized and excited and be engaged with the content. We've got some really important trainings today. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. So we all have to agree to these agreements. A couple more things. We're going to be doing some small breakout sessions during today's retreat, so we want to get you guys moving and talking with your groups. So when we do these breakout sessions, we'll occasionally ask you to leave the room and talk with your LC about certain things within the curriculum or certain trainings. And when we do that, we really ask you to be back here on time. We'll tell you what time we need you back by, and we definitely don't want to go over time today, so it's really important that you and your LC get back on time when we have you leave the room to do group activities and things like that. So those are our agreements for today. So with that said, we're going to move into feedback. So we're huge about feedback in PHE. You've probably already picked up on that, and you definitely will soon in your workshop group meetings if you haven't. So why do you think feedback and establishing a culture of feedback is important for peer health exchange? Yeah, Audrey.
Because it really helps us improve, and sometimes when we teach, we may do things that we might not notice, but other people notice, and then we can take that feedback into skills.
Exactly, yeah. No, you said that really well. So sometimes we might do things in our teaching that we don't notice, and other people can point that out to us and give us feedback. That's great. What are some other reasons that feedback is important? Yeah. What's your name?
Madeline.
Madeline.
Well, if there's no feedback, if it's all one-sided, there's really no exchange to begin with, so it's fundamentally school.
Absolutely, that's great. There's no exchange if we don't have feedback. Yeah, that's great. What are some other reasons? Yeah.
So I feel like it's part of the culture of the partnership idea. There's partnership between different people in the organization, different parts of the organization, and between schools and the organization.
Yeah, awesome. I love that we're getting back to the idea of partnership that we talked about so much yesterday. So feedback definitely plays into partnership. That's definitely right. Let's get one more idea about why feedback is so important. Nora.
Well, since we're all going to be teaching together for the next year, it's really important to get comfortable with each other's teaching styles, and a good way to kind of understand how each other teaches is by verbally expressing it.
Absolutely, yeah. Getting to know each other's teaching styles and being able to express that in words is a huge part of what feedback is. So we'll be doing feedback today. You'll find that you do feedback in all your workshop group meetings. And we try to do a couple pieces, we follow a model of constructive and positive feedback. So we try to do both a couple pieces of constructive feedback and a couple pieces of positive feedback. So today, if you're doing exercises or just as we go along, keep in mind what sort of feedback we can give each other and be active listeners and stay engaged in some of the things we talked about to be able to give good feedback to your fellow volunteers. So, With that, we're going to turn it over to Claire and get started with our trainings.